Welcome, grade 9 students. In this lesson, we will explore the fascinating worlds of electromagnetic radiation. You will also learn what electromagnetic radiation is, how it travels through space, and the different types of electromagnetic waves. By the end of this lesson, you'll have a better understanding of the invisible waves that make the modern life possible. Before we begin, let's first look at our learning objectives. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to describe electromagnetic radiation or EMR. Compare the relative wavelengths and frequencies of the different types of electromagnetic waves. Identify the practical applications of electromagnetic radiation in everyday life. And recognize the possible harmful effects of electromagnetic radiation and describe appropriate safety measures. Before we define electromagnetic radiation, let's first think about the technology we use every day. Where do we encounter electromagnetic waves? Take a look at these objects: a microwave oven, a cell phone, a remote control of your TV, and even sunlight coming through a window. Although these may seem unrelated, they all have one thing in common. They all use electromagnetic radiation. Now, think about these questions. How does your cell phone receive messages without being connected by wires? How does a TV remote control change channels from across the room? How can doctors see the bones inside your body without performing surgery? Or how does sunlight travel millions of kilometers from the sun to Earth? The answer to all these questions involves electromagnetic radiations or electromagnetic waves. These waves carry energy and information through the air and even through the vacuum of space, making modern communication, medicine, transportation, and many other technologies possible. So, what exactly is electromagnetic radiation, and how is it able to travel through empty space? Let's find out in the next part of our lesson. So, what is electromagnetic radiation or EMR? Electromagnetic radiation is a form of energy produced by the vibrations or acceleration of electrically charged particles. This energy travels through space as electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves are made up of oscillating electric fields and magnetic fields. These fields are perpendicular to each other and also perpendicular to the direction of the wave travels. Because the vibrations are at right angles to the direction of travel, electromagnetic waves are classified as transverse waves. Unlike sound waves, which need a medium such as air, water, or solids to travel, electromagnetic waves do not require a medium. They can travel through the vacuum of space, which is why sunlight is able to travel approximately 150 million kilometers from the sun to the earth. Although they can travel through empty space, electromagnetic waves can also pass through materials such as air, water, and glass. This ability makes them useful in many everyday technologies, from wireless communication to medical imaging. In a vacuum, electromagnetic waves travel at an incredible speed of 3 times 10 to the 8 power meters per second, or 300 million meters per second, the fastest speed known in the universe. In simple terms, electromagnetic radiation is energy that travels as transverse waves. Because of its unique properties, it allows us to see light, communicate wirelessly, transmit information over long distances, and use many modern technologies that improve our daily lives. Now let's take a closer look at the structure of an electromagnetic wave. Now that we know what electromagnetic radiation is, let's learn how it travels. Electromagnetic radiation moves in the form of transverse waves. This means that the vibrations of the wave are perpendicular to the direction in which the wave travels. Unlike mechanical waves, electromagnetic waves are made up of oscillating electric fields and magnetic fields. These two fields, the electric field and magnetic field, are perpendicular to each other, and both are also perpendicular to the direction of the wave's motion. Another remarkable property of electromagnetic waves is that they do not need a medium. They can travel through solids, liquids, gases, and even the vacuum of space. This is why sunlight can travel from the sun to the earth a distance of about 150 million kilometers, reaching us in just over 8 minutes at the speed of light, which is approximately 3 times 10 to the 8 power meters per second. Understanding how electromagnetic waves travel helps us appreciate how light from distant stars reaches Earth and how wireless communication is possible. There are seven main types of electromagnetic waves. These are radio waves, microwaves, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet, X-rays, and gamma rays. Although they all travel at the speed of light in a vacuum, each type has different wavelengths, frequencies, and energies. These differences determine how they behave and where they are used. In the next slide, we will explore the electromagnetic spectrum and see how these waves are organized according to their wavelength, frequency, and energy. This will help us understand why each type has different properties and different uses. Electromagnetic radiation consists of a wide range of waves known as the electromagnetic spectrum. The electromagnetic spectrum is the complete range of electromagnetic waves arranged according to their wavelength and frequency. As you move from radio waves to gamma rays, notice an important pattern. The wavelength becomes shorter, the frequency becomes higher, and the energy also increases. So a simple way to remember this is the shorter the wavelength, the higher the frequency, and the greater the energy. Or as wavelength decreases, frequency and energy increase. This shows that wavelength and frequency are inversely related to each other. So among the seven types of electromagnetic waves, radio waves have the longest wavelength, lowest frequency, and lowest energy. Whereas gamma rays have the shortest wavelength, highest frequency, and highest energy. Now that we have learned about the different types of electromagnetic waves, let's explore how they are used in our daily lives. Each type of electromagnetic wave has unique properties, making it suitable for different applications. In the next few slides, we'll discuss each type of electromagnetic wave one by one, its characteristics, common uses, and important safety precautions. So let's start with radio waves. Radio waves have the longest wavelength and the lowest frequency in the electromagnetic spectrum. Because they have low frequency, they also carry the least amount of energy among all electromagnetic waves. One important characteristic of radio waves is that they can travel long distances. They can pass through the Earth's atmosphere and even bend around obstacles such as hills and buildings, making them ideal for long-range communication. And like all electromagnetic waves, radio waves travel at the speed of light in a vacuum, about 3.0 times 10 to the 8 meters per second. In the fields of communication, radio waves are used in radio broadcasting, television broadcasting, two-way radios, marine and aviation communication, and emergency communication systems that help people stay connected during emergencies and natural disasters. In medicine, radio waves are used in magnetic resonance imaging or MRI. During an MRI scan, radio waves work together with a strong magnetic field to produce detailed images of organs, muscles, and other soft tissues inside the body without using harmful ionizing radiation. Radio waves are also used in medical telemetry, allowing healthcare professionals to monitor a patient's vital signs wirelessly. So radio waves are widely used for communication and medical imaging because they can travel long distances and are non-ionizing. Next are microwaves. Microwaves have shorter wavelengths and higher frequencies than radio waves, allowing them to carry more information over shorter distances. In communication, microwaves are used in Wi-Fi networks, cellular phone systems, satellite communication, and a global positioning system or GPS, helping us stay connected wherever we are. In the kitchen, microwave ovens use microwaves to heat food quickly by causing water molecules in the food to vibrate and produce heat. Microwaves are also used in radar systems, which help detect the location, speed, and direction of aircraft, ships, vehicles, or other objects, and even approaching storms for weather forecasting. In medicine, microwaves are used in diathermy, a treatment that uses heat to relieve muscle pain, improve blood circulation, and promote healing of injured tissues. So, microwaves are widely used in communication, cooking, radar, and medicine because they efficiently transmit signals and generate heat. Now, let's learn about infrared waves. Infrared waves are located between microwaves and visible light in the electromagnetic spectrum. They have longer wavelengths and lower frequencies than visible light. Although infrared waves are invisible to the human eye, we can often detect them as heat. In fact, all objects with a temperature above absolute zero emit infrared radiation. The warmer an object is, the more infrared radiation it emits. Because infrared waves carry thermal energy, they are commonly used associated with heat and are widely used in technologies that detect or transfer heat. Now that we understand the characteristics of infrared waves, let's explore their many practical applications in everyday life, medicine, security, and industry. In our homes, infrared waves are commonly used in television remote controls, which send signals to electronic devices. They're also used in automatic doors and heat lamps. In medicine, infrared technology is used in infrared thermometers to measure body temperature without touching the skin. It is also used in heat therapy, where infrared radiations helps relieve muscle pain, improve blood circulation, and promote healing. In the field of security, night vision devices and thermal imaging cameras detect the infrared radiation emitted by warm objects. This allows firefighters, rescue teams, and security personnel to see people or animals even in complete darkness. In industry, thermal imaging cameras help detect heat leaks in buildings and identify overheating and electrical equipment before serious damage or accidents occur. So, infrared waves are used to detect and transfer heat, making them useful in healthcare, security, industry, and everyday life. Now let's move to visible light. Visible light is the only part of the electromagnetic spectrum that can be detected by the human eye. It lies between the infrared waves and ultraviolet waves. Compared with other electromagnetic waves, visible light has moderate wavelengths and frequency. It is made up of the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, often remembered by the acronym Roy G. Biv. Each color has a different wavelength. Red has the longest wavelength in the visible spectrum, while violet has the shortest wavelength and the highest frequency. Visible light allows us to see people, objects, colors, and our surroundings. Without it, our sense of sight would not be possible. Visible light is the part of the electromagnetic spectrum that our eyes can detect. It allows us to see objects around us and is essential for everyday activities. We also rely on visible light for lighting in our homes, schools, streets, and other public places. In communication, visible light is used in fiber optic communication, where pulses of light carry information through thin strands of glass or plastic at very high speeds. Visible light is also used in traffic lights and signal lights to safely direct vehicles and pedestrians. In medicine, doctors use visible light in endoscopy, a procedure that allows them to examine the inside of the body using a camera and light source. It is also used in surgical lighting and medical examination lamps to provide clear visibility during medical procedures. In science and technology, visible light is used in microscopes, telescopes, cameras, and many scientific instruments, helping scientists observe tiny cells, study distant stars, and capture images. So we have learned that visible light enables vision and is widely used in communication, medicine, scientific research, and everyday life. Next, let's explore ultraviolet rays, commonly known as UV rays. Ultraviolet rays are located between visible light and X-rays in the electromagnetic spectrum. Compared with visible light, they have shorter wavelengths and higher frequencies and energies. Like infrared radiation, ultraviolet rays are invisible to the human eye. The sun is the largest natural source of ultraviolet radiation reaching the earth, although UV rays can also be produced by artificial sources such as ultraviolet lamps. Because ultraviolet rays have more energy than visible light, they can produce chemical changes in materials and living cells. This property makes them useful in many applications, but it also means that excessive exposure can be harmful. Now that we understand the characteristics of ultraviolet rays, let's discover how they are used in medicines, industry, and everyday life. So let's look at the practical applications of ultraviolet rays. One of the most important uses of ultraviolet rays is in medicine and healthcare. Ultraviolet light is used to sterilize medical instruments, disinfect hospital rooms, and treat certain skin conditions through a process called phototherapy. UV rays are also used in water and air purification systems because they can kill bacteria, viruses, and other harmful microorganisms without using chemicals. In industry and security, ultraviolet light helps detect counterfeit money, passports, and official documents. It is also used to quickly cure or harden special inks, paints, and adhesives during manufacturing. Ultraviolet rays also help our body produce vitamin D through sun exposure. So we have learned that ultraviolet rays are widely used for sterilization, disinfection, security, healthcare because they can destroy microorganisms. Now let's explore X-rays. X-rays are located between ultraviolet rays and gamma rays in the electromagnetic spectrum. They have very short wavelengths and very high frequencies and energy. Like ultraviolet rays, X-rays are invisible to the human eye. One of their most important characteristics or properties is their ability to penetrate soft tissues such as skin and muscles, while being absorbed by denser materials like bones and teeth. Because of this unique property, X-rays can produce images of structures inside the body without surgery. This makes them extremely useful in medicine and many other fields. Now that we know the characteristics of X-rays, let's discover their practical applications. The most familiar use of X-rays is in medicine. Doctors use X-rays to diagnose bone fractures, examine teeth, and detect conditions affecting the lungs and chest. They are also used in computed tomography or CT scans, which combine multiple X-ray images to create detailed cross-sectional images of the body. In security, X-rays are used at airports to examine luggage and cargo without opening them. This helps detect prohibited or dangerous items while keeping travelers safe. In industry, X-rays are used to inspect bridges, pipelines, and metal structures and manufactured products for hidden cracks or defects without causing damage. This process is known as non-destructive testing. In scientific research, X-rays are used in X-ray crystallography to determine the structure of crystals, minerals, proteins, and other molecules, helping scientists better understand the composition of matter. To summarize, X-rays are widely used in medicine, security, industry, and scientific research because they can penetrate many materials and produce detailed images. Finally, let's explore gamma rays, the last type of electromagnetic wave in the spectrum. Gamma rays have the shortest wavelengths and the highest frequencies and energies among all electromagnetic waves. Like the other high energy waves, they are invisible to the human eye. Gamma rays are naturally produced during radioactive decay and nuclear reactions. They are also produced in some astronomical events such as supernova explosions. One of the most important characteristics of gamma rays is their extremely high penetrating power. They can pass through many materials and living tissues more easily than other types of electromagnetic waves. Because gamma rays carry a tremendous amount of energy, they have many valuable applications. However, they can also damage living cells if not handled properly. Now that we understand the characteristics of gamma rays, let's explore their practical applications. One of the most important uses of gamma rays is in medicine. Doctors use gamma rays and radiotherapy to destroy cancer cells while minimizing damage to surrounding healthy tissues. Gamma rays are also used to sterilize medical equipment, ensuring that surgical instruments are free from harmful microorganisms. In industry, gamma rays are used to inspect welds, pipelines, and metal structures for hidden defects. They are also used to measure the thickness of materials during manufacturing. In scientific research, gamma rays help scientists study radioactive materials, investigate nuclear processes, and improve our understanding of atomic energy. So these applications demonstrate how gamma rays provide significant benefits in medicine, industry, food preservation, and scientific research. Gamma rays are the most energetic electromagnetic waves and have the greatest penetrating power. However, although electromagnetic radiation provides many benefits, it can also have harmful effects if we are exposed to certain types improperly or for long periods. The harmful effects of electromagnetic radiation depend on several factors, including its energy, the length of time a person exposed, the intensity of the radiation, and the distance from its source. In general, radio waves, microwaves, infrared waves, and visible light are classified as non-ionizing radiation. Under normal conditions, they do not have enough energy to remove electrons from atoms or directly damage DNA. However, excessive exposure may still cause harmful effects such as heating of body tissues or eye damage. On the other hand, ultraviolet rays, X-rays, and gamma rays are ionizing radiation. These waves have much higher energy and can damage cells and DNA, increasing the risk of health problems if exposure is excessive or prolonged. In the next slides, we will examine the harmful effects of each type of electromagnetic wave and learn the safety measures we can take to protect ourselves. Let's begin with the harmful effects of microwaves. Microwaves are non-ionizing electromagnetic waves, which means they do not have enough energy to damage DNA directly. However, they can still be harmful if a person is exposed to high-intensity microwaves for a long period. The primary effect of excessive microwave exposure is the heating of body tissues. This can lead to skin burns and may affect sensitive organs such as the eyes, which are more vulnerable to heat. Fortunately, microwave ovens are designed to protect shielding and to prevent microwave radiation from escaping during normal use. To stay safe, never use a microwave oven if its door is damaged or does not close properly. Always follow the manufacturer's safety instructions and avoid unnecessary exposure to high intensity microwave sources. When used correctly, microwaves are safe and provide many benefits in communication, cooking, and medicine. Next, let's discuss the harmful effects of infrared waves. Infrared waves are non-ionizing radiation and are commonly associated with heat. Under normal conditions, they are safe and have many useful applications. However, prolonged exposure to intense infrared radiation can be harmful. Because infrared waves transfer heat, excessive exposure may cause skin burns. Strong infrared sources can also damage the eyes, especially after repeated or prolonged exposure. In very hot environments, excessive infrared radiation may contribute to heat stress and discomfort. To stay safe, avoid spending long periods near intense heat sources. People who work in industries with high temperature equipment should wear protective clothing and appropriate eye protection and follow established safety procedures. By taking these precautions, we can safely benefit from the many useful applications of infrared radiation while reducing the risk of heat related injuries. Although visible light allows us to see the world around us, it can also be harmful if we are exposed to extremely bright light. Looking directly at the sun can damage the retina, the light sensitive tissue at the back of the eye. This damage can be permanent and can affect vision. Similarly, laser beams produce highly concentrated visible light that can seriously injure the eyes if viewed directly. And even everyday exposure to bright screens for long periods may cause eye strain, leading to discomfort, blurred vision, or headaches. To protect your eyes, never look directly at the sun. Avoid staring into laser beams. Wear protective eyewear when working with intense light sources. And take regular breaks when using digital devices for extended periods. By practicing these simple safety measures, we can continue to enjoy the benefits of visible light while protecting our eyesight. Unlike radio waves, microwaves, infrared, and visible light, ultraviolet rays have enough energy to begin damaging living cells. This is why excessive exposure to sunlight can be harmful. One of the most common effects of UV radiation is sunburn, which occurs when the skin is exposed to too much ultraviolet light. Over time, repeated exposure can also lead to premature skin aging, causing wrinkles and other changes to skin. Ultraviolet rays can also harm the eyes, increasing the risk of conditions such as cataracts. More importantly, UV radiation can damage the DNA and skin cells, which may increase the risk of skin cancer after prolonged or repeated exposure. Fortunately, this risk can be reduced by following simple safety measures. Apply sunscreen with adequate SPF. Wear protective clothing, a hat, and UV blocking sunglasses. And avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight, especially during the hours when UV rays are strongest. That's between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. By taking these precautions, we can enjoy the benefits of sunlight while protecting ourselves from the harmful effects of ultraviolet radiation. Next, let's examine the harmful effects of X rays. X rays are ionizing electromagnetic waves, which means they have enough energy to remove electrons from atoms. So, because of this, they can damage body cells and DNA if exposure is excessive or repeated. While a single medical X-ray exposes a person to only small amounts of radiation, frequent or unnecessary exposure may increase the risk of developing certain types of cancer over time. X-rays can also be harmful to a developing fetus, so healthcare providers take extra precautions when performing X-ray examinations on pregnant patients. To stay safe, X-rays should only be performed when medically necessary and under the supervision of trained healthcare professionals. And during the procedure, patients may wear a lid apron or other protective shielding to reduce radiation exposure and follow the instructions of healthcare professionals. So, when used responsibly, the benefits of X-rays in diagnosing injuries and diseases greatly outweigh the risks. Finally, let's discuss the harmful effects of gamma rays. Gamma rays have the highest frequency and energy of all electromagnetic waves. Because they are ionizing radiation, they can penetrate deeply into the body and damage cells and DNA. And exposure to high doses of gamma radiation may cause radiation burns, radiation sickness, and damage to internal organs. Long-term or repeated exposure can also increase the risks of cancer because gamma rays may alter or destroy healthy cells. For this reason, people who work with radioactive materials in hospitals, laboratories, or nuclear facilities, they follow strict radiation safety procedures. They use thick lead or concrete shielding. They limit the amount of spent near radiation sources and maintain a safe distance whenever possible. And they wear radiation monitoring devices to measure their exposure. Although gamma rays can be harmful, they also save lives when used carefully in cancer treatment and other medical applications. By following proper safety measures, we can benefit from their uses while minimizing the risks. Let's summarize what we have learned in this lesson. First, electromagnetic radiation is energy produced by the vibration of electrically charged particles that travels through materials or the vacuum of space as transverse waves. The electromagnetic spectrum is made up of radio waves, microwaves, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet rays, X-rays, and gamma rays. And as we move from radio waves to gamma rays, the wavelength decreases while the frequency and energy increase. Then each type of electromagnetic wave has unique characteristics and practical applications that make it useful in different fields such as communication, medicine, industry, scientific research, and everyday life. However, while electromagnetic radiation offers many benefits, excessive exposure, especially to high energy ionizing radiation such as ultraviolet rays, X rays, and gamma rays, can be harmful. By understanding these risks and following proper safety measures, we can enjoy the benefits of electromagnetic radiation while protecting our health. This concludes our lesson on electromagnetic radiation. Thank you for watching and keep exploring the fascinating world of science. Bye bye!